Make you feel good, make you feel alright. One time, feel good, yeah, y'all. Bust the rhymes in the place, y'all. Nigga, you feel real good, y'all. Flip Moses squad in the place, y'all.
Buck wild to all of my who don't care. Floss like a bunch of young black millionaires. Making you
Presented by Sprite, the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for being with us. Shaquille O'Neal joins me. Tonight, it's the Orlando Magic as they'll be playing against the Clippers in Los Angeles. And when you take a look at the Clippers, they're not satisfied with the record over the last 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. One of the most highly respected coaches, or really personalities in the NBA, Doc Rivers. He's one of your former coaches, Shaq. How do you assess what he means not only to the Clippers, but to the game of basketball?
And one of my favorite coaches, Ernie. What makes him one of my favorites is that even though he's been around a long time, he's still a teacher. And we all know that a teacher can make players better at any position. And when you have a teacher, when you have a guy that you can play for, he raises the talent level. So, Doc Rivers can get a guy that's not good on any other team and make him an all-star on his team.
And I remember way back when, as a player with the Atlanta Hawks, Doc Rivers people looked at him and said, he will make a great coach in the NBA sometime.
And they were correct. I said that too. That's why they call me Shaq Stradamus.
I'd almost forgotten. I'd almost forgotten. Let's get out to the game. Here's Kevin Harlan.
It's the home of the Clippers here in Los Angeles as 2K Sports presents our action live from the Staples Center. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Taking a look at Orlando. Guys, coming into this game, it's been 5 consecutive losses, so confidence obviously will be a key for them tonight.
For the Magic, they look like a team that's ready to compete for the playoffs as I see them. We start this season, and this, to me, just on observation, looks like a playoff team.
Yeah, their fan base is so excited just to see them winning some games and looking competitive. We'll see if they can go a step further and maybe capture a spot in the playoffs.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Magic, at the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Vucevic is out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Peyton in at the 1 spot.
Blake Griffin's arguably the top posterizer in the game, but opponents don't like being embarrassed, and they'll take a hard foul on him if need be. Some have said that Griffin needs to retaliate for his own well-being. He's got to go back at some of those guys.
And Griffin has said he thought about retaliating for the hard fouls, but he said, Steve, it might be best for me, but getting suspended would be very bad for my team. He had his head on straight, obviously.
Well, yeah, credit him for trying to keep his cool and not get caught up in the moment. But understand that there's always a two-way street. He oftentimes initiates the contact, and he's such a physical player that he's always going to get caught up and tangled up with other players.
Poked loose. Paul dishes to Turkoglu. Redick with the bucket. Redick's got the opening field goal of the game for the Clippers.
And the defense paying instant dividends. Fast break basket.
Yeah, that transition was immediate. Didn't waste a second getting out on the break.
Oladipo, good. It'll count. Shot is off. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
Friday, December 6th, Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors take on Pau Gasol and the Chicago Bulls. Make sure to catch it.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
Boy, the offense has been so smooth. Everybody working together, and you can tell they're getting good shots pretty much every time down.
Yeah, they're a well-oiled machine there. I mean, they keep the ball moving, they keep themselves moving, and as a result, they're piling up the points.
Crawford and Barnes filling out the wings. Davis is out there with Jordan. And it's Paul in at the point. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Now here's Jordan. Lets a floater go. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Jordan's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Orlando now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And that game featured one of the least consistent offensive performances you're going to see from them, Clark.
Yeah, no spurt ability on display at all, fellas. I mean, they needed to make a few runs, but it just never was able to happen for them.
Shot clock at 5. Gordon the pass to Fournier. Fader on the way. The shot no good. Nice D from Crawford. Lets it go from deep. Can't hit. Got it off in time. The shot is off. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters. On defense, the Clippers. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
On the court for Orlando. At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Vucevic is out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Payton in at the point guard position. And it's the Clippers with the ball, following the bucket by Orlando. That shot by Griffin, no good. Payton outside. The pass to Vucevic. Inside, it's stolen by Turkoglu. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. And here we go. Redick with the bucket. Redick's got his second bucket.
Unbelievable basket. What a huge height disadvantage. I thought for sure it would be blocked.
Not this fella, Steve. Not at this stage of the game. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way. Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
It's tipped. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
NBA season is in full swing. Paul George and the Indiana Pacers take on LaMarcus Aldridge and the Portland Trail Blazers live this Thursday night.
And a moment here to look back at our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, no question, this was going to be the winner. Just take a look at the expertise he shows on this pass. Perfectly timed and beautifully placed.
Griffin at the 4 with Pause at the 5. J.J. Redick is out there with Crawford. And it's Turkoglu in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Crawford. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layups. Earn it from the line.
At the line for your Clippers, Jamal Crawford. 2 shots.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Well, he didn't waste those opportunities, and that's just what they needed with the game this close.
And Oladipo kicks to Fournier. Back to Oladipo. Passes it to Fournier. Misses the 3. Crawford up top. It is now to Griffin. Connects.
Well, you know what? Griffin's got him falling in right now, that's for sure.
27 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Fry dishes to Harris. Kicks it to Oladipo. From downtown. Good. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Boy, poor defense at both ends. It kind of reminds me of your teams, Clark.
Well, not exactly. We did give a little better effort. I mean, neither squad really digging in at that end. At least we tried to play defense.
So both teams changing it up here. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good. The shot. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, J.J. Redick.